Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I see you.
Can you
Like from James Cameron's Avatar. Remember how they say that in that film? Do you remember anything about that film? Does anyone?
There's the way of the water.
Now, do they say that in that film?
No, that is the title of the sequel, which is supposedly coming out this winter.
Right. That they like dropped a trailer for yesterday or something?
They dropped a trailer for it?
Maybe? Haley was like, wow, they dropped an Avatar trailer, and started watching it. I'm like, okay.
I see you.
I did not see any of it.
But Tim, Jake Sully.
What, like Sam Worthington, has he just been in James Cameron's prison for like past 15 years?
One is forced to assume.
His private prison.
Somehow Zoe Saldana escaped, but
Yeah.
then she went directly to the Marvel prison.
She escaped because anyone wanted her in anything.
Annabelle, we are once again getting to the time of the year where I, like, instead of letting you knead on my lap, I tell you to fuck off because you're going to cause me irreparable bodily harm. So in my constantly doing quests over and over again to try and get a refresh to have a mining upsurge, I just decided, well, now's as good a time as any to finally do that advanced village quest. And so I did
that
it.
one's pretty easy, isn't it?
It was really fucking annoying to start because of Rajang. Once I got the Rajang out of the way, it was fine.
Is it arena with a couple guys?
Yeah, it was an arena where it starts with just Rajang, and then like 5 minutes in, a Basil guy shows up, and then like 5 minutes after that, a Magnamalo shows up.
Okay.
And the parts that were supposed to be, I guess, I presume the harder parts, which is managing multiple monsters at once and a Basilgeuse and Magnamalo, those parts were fine. The Rajang, however, is a Rajang. It's a bastard. And so I just had the greatsword set that I was using occasionally. I just had that equipped, so I was just like, yeah, sure, I could probably do this with that. I perhaps overestimated my ability with greatsword against a Rajang.
Yeah, well, you could see why it's hard in that fucking quest that we did 800.
Yeah, and as I started, I'm like, I can see maybe like I can take... Ow, cat! Maybe I can take over greatsword, I don't know, just to mix it up, try things, and then I landed on the conclusion that no, I cannot. That's...
I feel like I should have recorded how I beat that quest because I don't think I've come anywhere close since.
Oh, really?
I mean, the Rajang
in our trials.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it can't have gained that much health.
You really you don't think it would?
Unless it doubles it, I don't know. I have a hub.
Okay, I will be joining you in moments. I'm finishing up this swamp mine. Going down to the swamp mines.
Gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Now, what about swamp mines makes you think peaches?
The Georgia swamp mines?
Is the state of Georgia known for its swamp mines?
I mean, have you been there?
Yes. Recently, in fact.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't have to drive through any of the swamp mines.
No.
It's like 90% of their highways are in the swamp mines.
Oh, we didn't really take many highways. And the ones that we did were like right by Chattanooga.
More scenic route.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
The noogs, as they call it there.
You had to go through Georgia to get there?
Our Verbo was in Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we just went like 20 minutes north to get to Chattanooga, which is basically on the border.
I see, okay.
So how has your life been since the revelations this morning?
Irreparably damaged.
Good.
Yeah. They have a potential for a lot of punch-related reveals in the next one.
There are punch potentials.
There's a lot of punch potential.
Jordan,
right?
I've often said Jordan has punch potential.
Yeah. I've got fists. I have a penchant for violence.
Jordan has a penchant for violence.
I know
A lot of punch potential. I'm not saying I am violent or that I ever engage in violence, but I have a penchant for it.
Yeah, most assuredly. Let's go to the Steelworks to talk to a cat. Hello, Jordan.
Hi. How goes it?
pretty all right. I do think I think I like that film that we went to see less every time I think about it.
Doctor Strange?
Has anyone else had that experience?
A little bit. I just remembered the shit with the dreams this morning. And that part got me upset when I remembered it.
Hopping thing?
No, every time you dream, it's the You know, when you fall and it feels like you die and you wake up right before. That's me.
Yeah, my opinion of it has only gone up.
That tracks.
Yeah, it sure does.
You guys just should never watch a B movie, is what I'm understanding.
It's not that it's a B movie. Like, the parts that I liked about it were the most Sam Raimi parts, I think. But the more I think about that middle section, the more I'm like, did he want that in the film? I'm kind of thinking he did not care about that.
I think the middle section feels pretty Sam Raimi. The problem is the movie gets more Sam Raimi as it goes on. And
yeah, like...
the middle section is where it starts to feel Sam Raimi-ish. Oh, I will tell you the exact point at which it starts to feel Sam Raimi-ish is when they are in like the inner part of like the keep of the thing, and then the like doors start closing on their own, and like Wanda starts pulling people through the water. That is the part where it starts feeling kind of Sam Raimi-ish, and it just starts increasing from that point.
Yeah, I would say that is act like 2.5 kind of. So like at that point we're starting to get Sam Raimi, but the entire like the universe that they go to, and it's just like 10 character introductions in a row, and then Rachel McAdams is clearly in a different wig, so it feels like a reshoot.
Yeah, that one's pretty silly. No, I feel like that whole part of the movie kind of gets subsumed into the second where Black Bolt liquefies his own brain for me. And so that part does feel pretty Sam Raimi to me, is the issue.
I mean, yeah, like I think once they all die, I feel like that is trudging back into the director's territory, but like before that it's just like, what are we doing here? Is this a Doctor Strange film?
That doesn't last that long, though.
I suppose. I
think there are too many characters, so it does feel a little bit dragged out. But I mean, that's like 5 minutes.
I know, but it's just like it felt like a mandated thing for me.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, but
yeah, it's still, and that's I think why I have issues with the film is that it does feel like a Sam Raimi film, but like it feels more interfered with than even the Spider-Mans were.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that was going to happen.
The last one. Yeah.
I'd say the Spider-Mans are very Sam Raimi is the thing. No, like I guess I went in understanding that was like it was going to be a pretty compromised movie. So the fact that it ended up feeling less compromised to me, maybe because I had like kind of low expectations for it, or I was very prepared for it to not feel like a Sam Raimi movie at all.
I pretty much was too. But I don't think I was expecting it to be quite as much of a clusterfuck as it was. Which, I guess it was kind of billed as one, but it was kind of a clusterfuck in a different way than it was billed. Like, it wasn't like crazy universe hopping, like shenanigans, constant yada yada. It was like there were 3 that they went to, I think.
Yeah, there are only 3.
And they were all kind of normal, except Wanda came through and like killed 1 billion people because of reasons from a show I haven't watched.
Yeah, and the show isn't a very convincing reason.
I think we're just like, we've been peak Marvel for a while, and this one felt like double peak Marvel, where it's just like, if you haven't watched several movies and 3 TV shows, you should not even be watching this movie.
My solution for those things is just belligerence.
What'd you say?
My solution for that is just belligerence.
Just double down on not watching shit.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, what happened in like WandaVision, and I'm just like, don't care.
Yeah.
I would absolutely scream, I don't care, in the theater if I was, allowed. But like that, my solution to that is just like, I don't know, it's just like, oh, she seems kind of crazy. Like, Wanda, you're acting crazy because of the thing that happened in WandaVision, and it's just like, crazy, got it.
I understand.
Yeah, there is that. Like, I think the good news about it is able to be brushed aside. It's just like, oh, she's mean in this one? Okay.
Which one is Teoster weak to? Is that Chameleos?
It's weak to... No, Kushala would be better.
Kushala? All right.
It's weakest to water.
Do I have Kushala Evan?
Dragon, maybe? Mostly water. Yeah, and the characters as well, I feel like were... Like, Wanda was literally just like, I want my other universe children. That was, like, her personality. And it seemed like Strange's personality in this one was, I am suddenly begotten by lovesickness.
Yeah. Yeah, which, like, I was just like, oh, I didn't even remember that this human being existed.
Yeah, I was like, when he was at the wedding and it was clear someone from the first movie was going to walk in, I'm like, who the fuck was it again?
Yeah, I was, in my mind, I thought that she died in his car crash that he was in. So I was just like, oh, so she's not dead? Huh.
But again, that was, that's not Sam Raimi's fault. The fucking franchise is what forgot about her, and then they're like, hey, we got Rachel McAdams back for this one. He's probably like, I mean, okay. I guess I'll make her do something in it.
There's a surprising amount of Rachel McAdams in there. Like,
there was a lot, yeah. She was around in the second half for a while.
She was like 4th build.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, 4th billing in a cast of like actually 5.
Yeah.
In a main cast of 5, but an extended cast of like 40. Also, who is the guy? I still don't know who the guy at the very beginning was who was like, Doctor Strange, and he's like, Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Fill in the blank.
Dr. McBald?
He wasn't even bald.
Was he not?
No, he
had
had hair.
A very full head of hair.
Interesting. He's very memorable.
I assume he was just a character in Doctor Strange, the original one. I assume that he probably feuded with Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange showed him up and was like, you're such a terrible doctor. I'm a much better doctor.
I guess that's probably what happened.
And that movie came out like a decade ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't, but it sure as hell feels like it at this point.
It didn't?
It feels weird that, like, Iron Man came out 2009, I think.
No, it did not.
What was the first Doctor Strange released?
Iron Man.
It was 2016.
No, I'm trying to place where Doctor Strange is in context to Iron Man.
Okay. I know, but Chris seems to think it came out in 2009.
No, like 2012.
No, he was also...
Still not.
No, 2012 was like Avengers.
He wasn't in the first 2 Avengers films. I think he was like 2015 or 16.
Yeah, because Avengers came out when we were in high school.
Huh. Wow, I didn't realize that happened so close to us graduating college.
Oh, it did?
To 2016, yeah. I mean,
I don't think I saw it in theaters or for a while, so I don't... And did we see it?
no, because I never saw it until like my family was watching it on like TV or something, and I half paid attention.
Yeah, I
Which is
had like the same experience.
And that's like part of why I thought it was a decade old, because I'm like, well, normally when Marvel movies came out during college, we just like went and watched them together.
Yeah.
I think I saw it because I was pretty charmed that they were even making a Doctor Strange movie.
I know, like one of my friends from high school, like his favorite superhero has always been Doctor Strange, and I didn't even know of the existence of Doctor Strange other than from him. So when they announced a movie, I'm like, hey, that's that guy that my friend likes.
Why is
And then I did not see it.
this motherfucker just ran a half marathon just to get to this spider?
Well, that's good because I have been a combination of gathering things and completely lost.
Reasonable.
That's how it
Also
goes on
known
this
as
map.
being in the lava caverns.
Okay, I beat it up with a spider.
Good job.
You know how classically lion always loses to spider?
Yeah.
I am aware of this, yes.
I forget what I
think
even
I
need from this thing.
No,
but it's a.
wasn't. Sorry, what'd you say?
I was just saying I don't even remember what I need from this thing. It's just a fairly generic drop.
Yeah.
Where's wish list? I need 5 fire dragon scale pluses. So that'll probably take a while. Because I remember last time I got 0.
Oh. Did you get any from those
Nope.
spider drops? All right.
They did the Illuminati dirty. A real sentence that I say in the year 2022.
I'm just always surprised how many things you guys talk about that are then in the next
Yeah,
film.
that was incredibly
Yeah.
unexpected. What's another example?
I mean, like, I feel like there was a lot of Eternals things.
Oh,
Maybe?
that is true. Yeah, we were talking about what ended up accidentally being the plot to the movie The Eternals.
Yeah. Well, it's just because Chris was reading that comic where that happened. I don't know if like the Celestials are necessarily tied into the Eternals generally.
Yeah, I also
honestly-
don't think so.
Yeah, I just don't know enough about the Eternals. And the other issue is that I don't think they just have a lot to draw from.
Yeah.
They're not a particularly popular group.
Yeah, from my understanding, what the Eternals generally deal with is it's Thanos, but
Oops.
oopsie doopsie. Stop.
It also feels weird to still be in, like, the proximity of Endgame. That feels like a lifetime ago. And, like,
yeah,
they're still
and-
kind of being like, what happened to you in the 5 years or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, that. And people are still talking about that.
Yeah, which, like, in canon, yeah, I would talk
Yeah, that
about
makes
that,
sense.
but in the world
It'd be
where
if
it's
we
like the
stopped
only
talking about
thing,
COVID by now.
it's like the only thing that has been said in Marvel for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when that purple guy happened? Whack. Anyway, I blame you and or thank you. Insert character whose movie it is here. Stop doing that. So I had a tattoo consultation today.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And it went really quickly because the guy was like, oh, I was worried that your thing was going to be way more complicated than that. Yeah, no, this will be easy. And he said that he has a friend who still plays Monster Hunter, and like he only ever played the first one on PlayStation 2, but he
Holy
is
fuck.
familiar.
I don't think I have heard of a person who had played the first monster.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah, so I'll draw up a design, and then he said he was gonna want to show his friend and also like maybe run it by him just to make sure it seems like Valstraxy enough. And I'm like, cool. I am confident that this will go well. And so
right.
in like 2 weeks, I'm gonna get that done.
Nice.
Will you see the design before it is done?
Oh yes.
All right.
And so that's been my day. It was that, and then I finished reading JLA Avengers,
Hey, good comic.
where Spider-Man, where Captain America and Superman decide, okay, we'll stop calling each other fascists.
No. Cap calls him a fascist. He calls him like a derelict of his duty.
Something like that. He's just like, you guys are fucking abject failures because your world is shit and I hate you.
What does
It's just-
JLA stand for?
Justice League of America.
Oh, but it's not. But it's not the Justice League.
Yeah, this is Justice League.
It is.
Oh,
I think like they were originally, I think, called just Justice League of America before they were like, hey, we can like, comics are big. It doesn't have to just be America.
But I mean, so is this a crossover DC event?
Yes, it is a crossover Marvel DC event.
Okay.
Which happened in like 2003 or something like that, and it's the last time that
Yeah.
has ever and probably will ever happen.
Oh yeah, at this point for sure.
Marvel is like way too big to allow it to happen, and DC well, the problem is they're owned by these like massive multinational corporations, like neither
Right.
of which is going to be interested. Like, because fundamentally, it's not whether or not Marvel and DC want to kind of like throw each other a bone. It's whether or not Disney and like WB want to like
Yeah.
Right.
do something together,
Which-
and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they are iconically stingy with their IP, but
Yeah,
like
the reason,
Justice League could probably use something like that, but
yeah, well, and the reason it happened, like the reason it's become like a talking point again, and the reason Chris wanted to read it, and it's getting re-released here pretty soon, is because the artist who did that is one of the more famous comic book artists, and was a pretty important artist for both of those teams. He recently died of cancer.
oh, that's too bad.
Yeah,
It is sad. He apparently was the artist for the original Infinity Gauntlet arc of the Avengers, which is fucking wild.
interesting.
Of the
Like the thing
Yeah.
that is the Endgame Infinity War movies.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Also, one of the first artists to take over the Fantastic Four once Jack Kirby left Marvel.
Wow.
Yeah, he like did like 20 or something issues, like in like the 120s or 150s, something around there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this name is, for the record, Tim, George Perez. He's probably one of the best in the business.
okay.
Anyway, what did you think of the comic, Chris?
I mean, it was pretty fun. I mean, obviously, because it is a shorter, because of the nature of the thing, it's like a short run. It is just 4 issues. There are
Yeah.
things that I'm like, wow, this could have been really cool if like it had the time and space, but it just, because of the nature of the thing, could not.
Yeah, there was no space for anything.
Yeah,
It
like
had to
I
be
wish,
very cool in 3 panels.
and like, I feel like it mostly was just like about Superman and Batman's relationship with Thor and Captain America, and like those were the only guys that got any. Oh, I guess Flash got a decent amount of like screen time, so to speak. But
Yeah.
But man,
Plastic Man was around, and he said about 20 total words, and I fucking hate that guy.
oh my.
He's just so annoying. It's just like, what if Mr. Fantastic had the personality of Deadpool?
Yeah, he is a very Deadpool character. Like, he's like PG Deadpool. Which is both better and worse somehow.
Yeah. But I liked Superman and I liked Batman and Captain America doing like some detective stuff. I liked when Cap was like, okay, so I'll like be our like field commander. Hey, Soups, take this, and he gives him the shield. I thought that was fucking a nice touch. And then, like, Thor is getting overwhelmed because sure, why not? And so he fucking throws Superman Mjolnir. And it's just like, this is Superman with Captain America's shield and Thor's hammer. Sure.
I have described it to Chris as like, it is the most action figures being smashed together comic to ever be written, but it's a very good version of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, they even like make up a MacGuffin-y reason for why like everyone's costumes are changing, so it's very fan servicey to like multiple different eras of every character. 94 damage. That's I wanted to do more than that.
It's kind of just a love letter to the Avengers and JLA in general. And
yeah. And apparently they kept switching out the flashes because, like, every few panels, one of them would be like, "Wait, Wally, why are you here?" And they would be like, "Wait, I thought Barry was here." And I'm like, I don't understand what this means. I'm given to understand there are two men who are the Flash. That's all I got. They look identical to me because they are both wearing the Flash uniform.
DC is very into like the legacy stuff in a way that Marvel hasn't been, except until the last couple of years.
Except also like their biggest like 3 or 4 guys are always going to be their biggest 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah, but the problem is they always pick like the wrong version of the characters when they reboot.
I don't know what that means.
Well, like nobody wants Hal Jordan. They want Jon Stewart.
Is that true, or is this a person? Is this just you?
No, I'm pretty sure this is what everyone wants.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. They do just keep making lots of white Green Lanterns, and I don't.
Yeah, that's the main one.
I don't care for this white man at all.
I mean, it's just not the Green Lantern I grew up with, so it doesn't feel right.
No, that's the thing. It's like everyone likes Jon Stewart better. Yeah. And I think that a large part of it is that like a lot of them were kids when Justice League was coming out. Mm. So it doesn't feel right.
Are you gonna... There you go. I also read today that, like, the Venture Bros... There's gonna be, like, for sure a Venture Bros movie happening.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh. I guess HBO is funding it or something, and I'm like,
yeah,
sure. Does HBO... Does Time Warner own Cartoon Network and HBO? I don't know how this works.
Yeah, they definitely own Cartoon Network, but I'm also not sure how it works. Yeah, it is weird how with streaming, movies that would never have existed otherwise have like a place to be.
Yeah, and sometimes
like they would never put a Venture Bros movie in like thousands of theaters. In the US.
And it's going to be like more a like TV movie special sort of thing, but still.
Hey, we got once more.
Yeah.
I'm going to murder this lion with a very big sword.
Hell yeah.
Was Teostra in the first Monster Hunter? Who the fuck... Are there any monsters in the first Monster Hunter other than, like, Rathian and Rathalos? I'm pretty sure it's just those two.
I think it's those two. Obviously, the drones. I think Gypceros is in it. Kuluyaku. No, not Kuluyaku. Yankutku. Jesus.
Yankutku.
I think Yangaruga is as well, actually.
Yeah, that does sound familiar because which makes sense because its moveset is just exactly the Rathalos.
Yeah.
Except it screams. Wait, we get to do this again? Okay.
Guess so.
Someone should bonk this guy's head. Never mind, it's over.
Yeah. I tried.
This strong attack is very easy because...
You back up?
Yeah, because the spider backs up like 10 miles.
Can't wait for this fire attack to do massive damage on the Teostra.
Did like 300 total.
Got a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, you are allowed to leave now, sir. Thank you. Not you.
Why are you chasing it?
Gotta
You
get
did
its
100
revenge.
damage to it. Anyone else drink any more crime beverages?
I've been waiting for us to be on stream, but I mean, I guess that's now.
I guess that's now. Also, it's not a stream.
Oh yeah, no,
You know.
I didn't get one.
Something I found when I was in the stores was Dr. Pepper Zero Dark Berry or something like that.
Yeah,
Really?
I had one of those. I had a regular one a couple days ago because I couldn't find a diet. It's fine.
Okay.
It tastes like Dr. Pepper with just an extremely strong berry flavoring thrown on top.
So did they just do Dr. Pepper Starlight?
More or less, like
I'm for it. I'm all about these weird beverage crimes.
Oh my! What occurred?
I got hit. I had very low health. He was coming back at me, and then I just rolled in any direction to avoid it and rolled into a fireball.
I don't think I
exploded.
realized how fucked up you guys were getting. Okay.
I mean, it was just coincidentally I did start to get fucked up by like an attack or two in a row there, but
Yeah.
I was fine.
I just kind of chained a few bad ones in a row, but
I will generally try any Dr. Pepper.
yeah, I thought it was fine, and I would probably drink another one if I could find a diet.
The Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry is fucking good.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite too.
It just
I'm glad
doesn't
they-
show up much.
No.
They used to not have it in Meyer hardly at all, but now it's like pretty regular. It
Well,
must-
that's good.
Must have been popular enough.
I have also, since they did like the new Coke Zero, I have only seen Coke Zero Cherry a single time. It has like a purple box.
The new Coke Zero? Is
The
there
new
like a
Coke Zero, well, yeah, like,
the branding or?
yeah.
And they changed the recipe
I
somehow.
think they changed the recipe
really?
slightly. I can't tell the fucking difference.
No,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's maybe like slightly. It's like there's something slightly different, but they're pretty much the same.
They have a blue
was-
Pepsi moment.
Yeah, it's definitely a lateral move.
What about, you seen that fucking Pepsi Nitro, whatever the fuck that means?
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
Oh yeah, tell me more, because
Jordan's. You're
I
moving around.
thought I was going to be leading the beverage crimes, but no, it's Jordan.
Look, if you put out some weird pop, I would probably try it at least once.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
Jordan, you like saved my life from that.
Did I knock you into the air?
Yes, you knocked me like very far away from it at the exact right moment.
Ah, yes. Finally, my hammering pays off. No, I will try pretty much any like pop crime once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to start getting into that because
But-
yeah.
The Nitro Pepsis were, I don't know, they were fine. They definitely weren't bad. I don't know if it really added anything. But they were like kind of like smoother,
Yeah,
like kind of almost like creamy in a way.
I was so confused by like the commercial because it was just like it's a giraffe now, and I'm like, is it alcohol? Why like
A draft?
yeah,
That's
like
bizarre.
yeah.
Oh, like is it coffee-y? Like
Maybe.
nitro brew?
Well, it has like, I think it has like nitro in the can with it.
Oh, like a fucking
this
Guinness.
Pepsi, this
Yeah, like a
Pepsi
Guinness.
can fucking boost. Hit the fucking NOS.
And so it does the nitro thing where like, it's like slightly smoother.
Got
if
a
you've
nice
ever had-
foamy head.
Yeah, it has a huge foaming head.
Really?
Yes, yeah,
It's
like
got a
the
pretty
entire
significant
like
one, yeah.
commercial is just like, look at the fucking head on this Pepsi, and I'm like, what is going on?
Like, I usually want the carbonation to leave as quickly as possible so I can drink a beverage.
Yeah.
At least when it comes to Pepsi.
Yeah, it's
Bizarre.
fine. I think that's how I'd put it. But
I like generally don't care for Pepsi in general, but like I'll try it.
That's right.
I am not a fan of cola on the whole.
Okay, well, I got 3 total Fire Dragon Scale pluses.
Could be worse.
So I need 2 more of those and a gem. Oh yeah, by the way, I did a lie of omission. I still do need the gem from this thing.
Right.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
So speaking of pop crimes,
Yeah.
I saw that there is I haven't seen it in stores. I saw like an ad for it on like Twitter or something. There's apparently a Cool Ranch Dorito Mountain Dew.
What?
Oh God.
I don't know what the flavor is. It is like somehow like a cool flavor.
I got the mini Toadversary.
Oh, nice.
Was that like your last one you needed or something?
No, I think I still need quite a few more, but
I need so fucking many. Mountain Dew Cool Ranch with a question mark. Doritos flavored Mountain Dew is definitely a real thing. Well, this article is from almost 8 years ago.
So is it almost definitely a thing?
Let me see if I can find it. It's got like a shark on it.
Zero Baja Blast, a new Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos. Wait, is
Maybe
there more
it's
to
just
it? No,
maybe it's
that's
just Baja Blast.
no, that's
I
someone
didn't-
posting to the Mountain Dew subreddit about them going to Taco Bell.
Maybe. Oh, I found it. It's Frostbite. Maybe that might be an old one though. But
Mountain
I saw it being
Dew
advertised like next to the Flamin' Hot, and it was like it was like tied in with Cool Ranch Doritos somehow. I didn't pay much attention to it.
I should start. Yeah, I should. There are so many Mountain Dew crimes that I should start getting
There
into
are.
those. But it's also like I can only do sugary pop like once a week.
Yeah, I always feel pretty bad about it. Like I have to be compelled to drink something, like to drink a regular pop, just because there's so much sugar in it.
I still have a single one every single day. But I can't remember before the Flamin' Hot. I think the last Mountain Dew crime I tried was the raspberry lemonade one.
Yeah,
That didn't like sound as much like a crime, but it was kind of worse than I thought it would be. Unfortunately,
it wasn't great.
it was just like okay. I think I'd rather have either of the two separate.
Yeah, the last really good Mountain Dew crime was the watermelon one.
The what?
There was like a watermelon one.
Oh, yeah. I think that's in stores right now, actually.
I think it is.
In stores now.
That seems to be one that's been sticking around. But that one's actually pretty good. I like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember that from like a year ago.
Okay, I'm on the Mountain Dew website.
Good.
These are the current Mountain Dew flavors: Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot, Mountain Dew Spark, and Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar.
Those are the raspberry lemonade ones or whatever.
Oh, I do like lemonade with flavors.
Are those ones?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like
Okay.
based on the label. We also have Mountain Dew Major Melon and Major Melon Zero.
That's the watermelon one.
You know so much about Mountain Dew. Code Red, obviously. Mountain Dew Live
yeah.
Wire, which is I guess their Orange Crush equivalent.
Well, that
Yeah,
one's always around.
Yeah, that's a classic one at this point. For some reason, I do not like it though.
And
It's
Mountain Dew
definitely-
Voltage.
And that's a blue one.
Yeah,
like Voltage and Livewire, you can only like find them in gas stations.
yeah.
They're not sold in like reputable businesses. They're usually sold to people on like 15-hour road trips.
I always thought that Livewire was like an energy drink, specifically, but
I mean, Mountain Dew is like it's a very bad version of an energy drink, but considering how much sugar and caffeine is in it, it
Well-
is more or less meant to be consumed as an energy drink.
Well,
I
there's
think.
also the Mountain Dew Kickstart and Mountain Dew Game Fuel,
Kickstart, that's
which are
right.
their like their specific designed for gamers. Oh my god, I have to.
You have two separate lines of Mountain Dew energy drinks.
two separate lines.
It's absurd. You have like the Mountain Dew Kickstart, which I think is just supposed to be like consumed by the general public, and you have like Game Fuel, which is specifically marketed toward gamers in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Mountain Dew Game Fuel is resealable?
Oh yeah, it is.
What does that even mean?
It's
It
like
has like the
it's like a tab, like a can, but it also can be resealed somehow.
the tab will like slide shut. I don't know if it's actually like a good seal, but it does seal.
Specially
Guys, I have to
textured
admit-
ink for tactile grip.
I have to admit, I've had a Kickstart.
I've had a
This is
Kickstarter.
I'm talking about Game
Okay,
Fuel,
good.
motherfucker.
Oh, Game Fuel? God, have I had a Game Fuel?
I don't think I've had a Game Fuel.
I think I was just looking for a new way to consume caffeine at some point in the last 2 years.
And you have started down this dark path.
Less now, but
Someone put up a low rank Mizutsune for me.
Oh Jesus, really?
Yeah, because to make the Mizutsune great sword, I need like a single piece from a low rank one, because that's the life we are in now.
or
I really hope you can start every single G rank weapon from G rank.
You really hope you can?
Yes, I don't want to constantly have to go back to low rank.
Oh, yeah, I think they would do that. That'd be kind of bogus if not. But I have a good start on like most of the weapons I like anyway.
have you guys ever had the Coca-Cola coffee?
Yes, I had that once.
All right.
It was fine. It tasted largely like coffee and Coca-Cola.
It was surprisingly not as much of a crime as you would think.
Yeah. I don't know why,
because
but
well, the way I see it is, lots of people like to sweeten their coffee anyway, and Coke's main flavor is just sweet.
kind of, yeah. But like, there's something with the generic cola flavor that, like, when darkened, a la like the bitterness of and like the smoothness of a coffee, it kind of works.
Yeah.
You don't even like coffee though, Chris. How
I'll
did
drink
that?
coffee. It's not like my go-to, but I mean,
Huh.
like, if someone's like, "Hey, I'm going to Starbucks. Do you want anything?" I'll get like a mocha, but I'll do a latte, I guess. But I'm not like a dark coffee person, I suppose.
And all of those are like sweetened coffee. A latte doesn't have to be sweet, but
Yeah, I don't know. Like the main flavor from Coke for me is cola, and that's the flavor that I don't like in it.
yeah. Well, cola is kind of like it. What is the flavor of cola?
I
Is
don't
the
know. Is
problem.
it like a plant?
I think it's supposed to be citrus based.
Really?
I don't know. I vaguely remember hearing that. It is like kind of.
What is cola flavor?
Prune? Really? I think isn't that what's supposed to be in Dr. Pepper? Isn't that one of the 23 flavors? Or
Cola
whatever?
is a carbonated soft drink flavored with vanilla, cinnamon, citrus oils, and other flavors. So I guess vanilla and
Yeah.
cinnamon are supposed to be the two top.
Really?
Makes sense. I was always kind of think like caramel, almost.
Yeah,
I
mean,
can
I like
see it being
vanilla.
a caramel.
I like vanilla, but I do not like cola. And I like caramel, but I don't like cola either.